Hello and welcome to episode 26 of this journey through the J-League. Today we have 4 massive games. Yes, 4 games. And they are probably the biggest of this club's history. So let's not waste any time, let's just get straight into it. So these are the 4 remaining games of this season, and as I said, all 4 of them are huge games. The first one we've got is Kobaltore. I think it's Kobaltore. We're playing them, and then Japan SC, and then Tokushima in the Nippon National Regional League Championship group. So these 3 games will determine whether we get into the Nippon National Regional League, and if we don't win it through that, then our last chance is by winning the Ishikara Cup, which obviously we got to the final of last year and lost on penalties in a game that we definitely should have won. This time we are playing Aries Tokyo, who we've played quite a few games against before. These guys finished first in the league below us, so we kind of have no excuse. If we don't win this, then I don't know what I'll do. Because I don't really want another season in the Kanto Football League, but if we have to do it, then we have to do it. We have 2 opportunities here, in fact, to get to the league above. So let's just get straight into the first game against Kobaltore. Okay, and this is the lineup we are going for today. We've got Kawasaki in goal, of course, Osawa, Posh, Marcus, and Nishino in defence, Fury, Pierce, Kawano, Nakagato, Yuki, and Tajima. The aim for today is to get a win, because I'd like to get off to a winning start in this group stage so that when we do rotate over the next couple of days for the other games, we have a good sort of positive energy going through the team. And a lot of these players are in good form at the moment. Obviously, some of them would prefer to be in better form, but hopefully this will give them an opportunity to turn that around. Pierce, I've only just noticed, has 16 assists this season. Kawano's got 11 goals from centre mid. There's some very good numbers, and it gives me hope going forward if we do get into the Nippon National League that we're going to have some decent players for the run-in. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get to the game and see what this Kobaltore is all about. Okay, so here we are with the first highlight of the game. Kawano is on the ball and he gets it out to Yuki. He's going to get his head down and run at their left back. Crosses it in to the back post. Tajima is there but gets headed away. Nakagato cleans up on the left-hand side and plays it back to Nishino, who gets to the byline, squares it across to Tajima. That is 1-0. 3 minutes in, 1-0 up. That man again. He hasn't, I say that man again, he actually hasn't had that great a season, but he was injured for the majority of the start of it. It's just been slow to get the pace back up, but here he is with an important goal in a very, very important game. Got a corner here, Tajima's going to take it out to the edge. That's a new one. Oh, Nakagato just over the bar. That's a new one. I don't think I've seen us do that kind of routine all season. It's good to see a little bit of innovation in what we're doing. They've got a throw-in on the left-hand side. They're going to pass it round. They've got it out on the byline, square it across. Keeper saves. Well done, Kawasaki. Got another corner here as well. Tajima's going to cross this in. The goal scorer of the first goal, well, the only goal of the game, keeper punches that away. Kawano's on it now, and he gets it back out to Nishino, the man who set that goal up. Can he set another one up here? He squares it across, but no one's there. Pierce is now going to clean up. This highlight's still going. Fury's now on it. Plays it back to Marcus. Great. Why did it carry on? Osawa with the throw-in. Over to Fury. Plays it across to Pierce. Back to Osawa. To Posh. We're just going to keep the ball. Keep recycling it. Let's not rush ourselves. Lovely ball there from Pierce to Kawano. Kawano's going to run with it. Plays it through for Yuki. Yuki cuts in. Shoots. Top corner. 2-0. 15 minutes gone. Okay. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think this is the year. Might mean if we get into half-time and we've got a few more goals than we currently do, I might end up making some substitutions just to give some players a bit of a rest, because we've got one day and then we're playing the second game of this group stage. So I've got to rotate things. I've got to keep people fresh. I don't want them playing too much. And oh my god. Okay, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but Tominaga has just scored one of the best goals I think I've seen on Football Manager. Nimoto played it through for Tominaga, outside of the box, just chips the goalie. That is a beautiful finish, so calm. Okay, well, that's not great. I'm going to demand more. That might be a mistake. Shino's got it here, plays it to Pierce. Pierce is going to play it back to Marcus. Fury's on the ball now, over to Kawano. Kawano through for Tajima. Tajima, Yuki, run it in, mate. Yeah, he doesn't like it. Squares it across. Oh, cleared away. but only as far as Posh, who gets it back to Asawa, who plays it back to Posh, and into Fury. I'm going to switch it over here to Yucky. Yucky, shoot, mate. There we go, 3-1. Cole Pearce with another assist there. He's having a very good season from defensive line playmaker, considering his passing vision isn't actually as good as Kawano's. If you look at that, he just plays the role well. So passing around on the right-hand side here, Akubo's now got it. He's going to play it back to Sasaki. Sasaki, can we put some pressure on them? Nope. Sato crosses in to Tominaga, who heads it off the bar, and Marcus. So they're trying to get early crosses in, which might mean I need to drop my defensive line back a little bit. Nemoto's got the ball here, crosses it into nobody. Nobody was making that run, so I'm not really sure what he was trying to do there. Let's drop back this defensive line so we're not as high up the pitch, because they are trying to play it in behind us at the moment. I think their striker is getting it a bit too easily. This Tominaga guy, who looks quite good actually, you know. He's quite fast, good fitness, good finishing, first touch, heading as well. I might have to have a little look at him. Fairly professional, I like that. It's a good personality trait to have. But determination's very low. Flair, I'm going to pop a cheeky scout on him. See what our scouts have to say about this guy. Right, Kawasaki throws it out to Marcus. Marcus gets it into Pearce, out to Nishino. Let's take our time about this, lads. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Pearce plays the ball over to Kawano. Kawano, first time ball through to Tajima, who can bury it. 4-1. Lovely. I think I can make some subs at half-time. I think that'll be fine. We've got the ball again here. It was a loose ball back to their to this guy here, whatever his name is, Uemura. And Tajima managed to chase it down. Now Yuki's on it. He's getting down the right-hand side. Crosses in to the back post. Nakagato! Oh, he's scored quite a few headed goals this season, but which, considering his heading is 1, he does do quite well at that back post, but not on this occasion. Sawa now with the throw-in. This will probably be the last highlight of the half, I would imagine. Posh is going to play across to Nishino. Take your time, mate. Nakagato's running their defence, gets out to the byline, cuts inside, and loses it to Uemura. And he just boots it, and Marcus is going to sweep up here. Probably play it into Fury. Fury over to Asawa. Let's get it across. Yuki, turn of pace on him. Plays it inside to Pearce. Pearce is going to run with it. Play it through. Oh, there was no run. Nishino's now got it. Nakagato back to Pearce. Pearce, have a shot. And he shoots top corner. 5-1. It's a bit too easy, isn't it? I don't trust it. It's a bit too easy. Nishino's not having the best time either, but I only have so many subs I can make, so I'll probably make the Asawa one at half time. He's not having a particularly great game anyway, so no odds to me if he does come off. So we've got another highlight. I said the last one would be the last highlight before half time, but we've got another one, so you never know. We're on the attack. Yuki gets it through to Kawano. Kawano does cut back though, tries to find a better opening. Yuki's got it, plays it back to Posh. Posh into Yuki again. Plays it through for Asawa. Asawa taking his time. Gets it to Kawano. Kawano back to Asawa. Can he get it into the box? He does. To the back post. Nakagato wins the header. Headed over the bar. So that was a pretty resounding first half. I am going to make some substitutions, however. Ishikawa can come on for Asawa at complete wing back on the right hand side. And do you need to make... I mean, it'd be good if I could take off Nishino. Marcus has played there before. He did get an assist, so I might... although Yamada can actually play there. He's got some pace on him. Could be a little bit dangerous, but I think he'll do a decent job there. And then probably leave it at that for now. Later on I'll take a couple of people off, but for now I'll leave it as is. Let's get into the second half. First highlight of this second half, we've got a corner here. Fury's going to be taking this. Crosses it in to the front post, headed away, but only as far as Marcus. Can he lay it off for somebody? Nakagato off the post. Oh, man. He has such a good finish. I'm surprised that... I thought he did anyway. I thought he had a better finishing than that, but came off the outside of the post and went out for a goal kick. It's not a lot of highlights this half. Kubo's now got a corner for them. Plays it in. Keeper should have claimed that. Oh, Marcus has let him off there. And it's all over the place. Fury, get that away, mate. Somebody head that away. There we go. But only as far as Yusun Gets out to Akubo. Oh, that's too easy. Kawasaki. Okay, it was offside. That's fine. But there was a real ping-pong in the box there. And I think I'm going to have to look at some substitutions in a minute, because we know that we have another game in 2 days' time, and I could do with some of our better players having a little rest. And I think that's going to be Yuki having a break. Nakagato can go out the right-hand side instead. Tajima is on 2, so I would feel bad in taking him off. I do want him to play in a couple of days' time, so maybe Fukushima comes on. I've also got to bear in mind, we are 5-1 up, so taking these players off I don't feel particularly bad about. And yeah, it also means that we have a bit of rotation, so can't really complain. Fury's on the ball here. Plays it into Ishikawa. Ishikawa into Kawano. Kawano to Fury. Fury. Lovely ball in over the top for Aquino, who gets it across to the back post. Nakagato. Oh, come on, man. Sasaki is now out on the left-hand side. This highlight is still going. Nimoto. Kojima. Kubo squares it over to Maki. He's going to run with it down the right-hand side. He's having a terrible game. He's on a 5.9. Sato cuts inside from the right-hand side to Sasaki, and the shot is just wide. Right, goal kick out to Marcus. Marcus is going to take his time with it and play it to Posh. Fury plays it to Kawano, and he gets down the right-hand side. Nakagato is not really making much movement. Doesn't really help him there, but Tanabe plays it to Ishikawa. Ishikawa back to Tanabe. Shoots, long range, and in. Does he even have a long-range shot on him? 8? Oh, it's not too bad. He has good technique as well, so that's understandable. If this is the sort of level that we come up against next season, then I'm pretty confident that we can stay up, finish like mid-table. Depends who we bring in as well. If we manage to bring in some decent players, which hopefully we will, we'll try and make the most of the free market as we normally do. There hasn't actually been a signing that we've spent money on. Every single player that we've had is free. So all the money we've been able to make from some of these players that we've sold is pure profit. Yamada's got the ball here, plays it back to Fury. Fury gets it back to the centre-back Yamada, who's playing on the left-hand side. Not doing a too bad job so far. Yamada, back to Marcus. Marcus into Fury. Fury, Kawano. Kawano, square across. Nakagato, bury it. Didn't put his foot through it. Clock's running down anyway. This will be the last highlight of the game, I imagine. Only a few seconds left. To the back post. Keeper claims. That's full time. Lovely start. So in the other game in the group stage, Tokushima won 4-1 against Japan SC. I think we play Tokushima next. Nope, we play them last. We play Japan SC next. So that could be the team that we have to beat, and that'll be in the last game. Let's jump ahead 2 days to the next game against Japan SC. Right, and then after a bit of rotation, here is the lineup that we are going for today. Backline is largely the same, with Kawasaki, Nishino and Posh keeping their positions in the team, but we're bringing in Yamada and Ishimura to cover those other positions. In midfield, we've got some more rotation. We've got Arita playing in defensive midfield. We've got Vera coming back into the lineup. He hasn't played a lot this season because he hadn't really been performing, but has been sort of coming into the side occasionally and actually doing a lot better recently. We've then got Pierce playing in the attacking midfield role, centre midfield attacking role, shall we say. Out on the left-hand side, we've got Aquino instead of Nakagato today. He needs a bit of rest. Yuki's out on the right-hand side. He should be fine, along with Tajima up top. We're actually not the favourites for this game. The other team are. However, they did lose quite heavily in their last game. So I imagine they've done a number of changes to their lineup, like we have. So it could be quite an interesting open game. First highlight of the game is worryingly coming in the first minute. They've got the ball into the centre here. Mazawa is going to pass it out to Horigomi. Play it back to their defence. And then, oh my god, I'm not even trying to pronounce that name. Kawakami is all I saw on that. Shino's got the ball, plays it back to Kawasaki. And let's try and get our first opportunity of this game. I imagine that's what this highlight is going to end up being. Yamada's on the ball, plays it to Ishimura, out to Yuki. Into Pierce. Pierce with poor first touch. Maeda manages to pick that up. Minami. Arita's cleaned up. Lovely. Arita Ora in defensive midfield there. Pierce has got the ball. back to Ishimura. Passing around, but we're not making any headway until now. Pierce has got it, plays it into Tajima. Can we make... Pierce is unstoppable this year. This is where the star rating doesn't really matter. He's 20 years old, 3-star rated. They think he's already hit his potential. I don't think he has. After a season he's had this year, I think he's got quite a way to go. So I'm just going to ignore these star ratings for now, especially with this man, because this man has yet again provided another assist for Tajima, and that's 1-0. Interestingly as well, if you look at some of their players as well, their condition is quite bad, especially their captain, who looks like he's ready to come off already. So hopefully we can take advantage of that, especially with some of the rotation that we're doing. But this is what happens when you play 3 games in, 5 days? 6 days? Tajima with the shot there, keeper manages to save that quite easily. And from the resulting kick, it's gone long, but we've managed to clean up very nicely with Yamada. Who I'm going to try and bed in more as being the 3rd choice centre-back, because Endo, I think he's hit his peak in terms of ability. And I might look to cash in on him. He is valued at 1.4 million at the moment, and I have had some offers at 750. To be honest, if I get 750 again, I would probably accept it, because I don't think he's actually worth anywhere near 1.4 million. Coming up to the half an hour mark, and not a lot has happened in this half, apart from the goal and a couple of opportunities. But we've got the ball here. Can we find the right pass? We do. Too yucky, play it. Oh, I probably should have played that, but we've got a corner, so there's still an opportunity to score. And we're going to play this one short with Tajima, playing it into whoever that is. Yucky plays it to Vera. Back to Tajima, to the back post. Posh tries to get there, but he can't. Aquino, not sure who he was aiming that at, but it's gone out for a throw-in, and I imagine that's probably the end of that highlight. Ishimura here, plays into Vera. Vera, ball through for Tajima. Can he shoot? He does, deflected wide. Playing very well so far. I don't really feel comfortable just with the 1 goal. I know I keep saying it, but I could really do with another one. And can we get it here? We can't. Keeper claims it. Long ball again from their goalie, and it just bounces over the top. He's being shepherded very well, and Arita's dropping in quite nicely. Pierce has got the ball. Ishimura played into Vera. Pierce gets the ball through for Tajima, who's going to run and cuts inside, shoots! There we go, top corner. There's the second goal. Another assist from Cole Pierce. This man, he's coming off. I'm taking him off. I can't risk him. I really can't. Pierce has got it now. Yamada. Arita. Oh, we cut through their defence so easy. Oh, okay. Oh, short back pass. Oh, Tajima! Should have done a lot better. That should have been a hat-trick. I don't really want to keep him on too long in the second half, if I'm honest, but I do also want him to get the hat-trick. Nishino just seems to get bigger every single game, I swear. There we are, 2-0 up at half-time in a game that we were expected to lose. I don't like how long this highlight's gone on. The second half highlights normally don't last this long. They had a few opportunities there, which I don't like. They're still going, though. Could really do... There we go. That's better. Oh, God. They've got another one. Ishikawa. Into Mezawa. Mezawa? Whatever it is. Ball out to Horigomi. Horigomi's going to take his time. Gets it into Maeda. Maeda cuts back. Plays it to Horigomi. Squares it. Oh, God. No. They pulled it back to 2-1 Yoshioka. Both our wingers aren't having a particularly great game, considering we're 2-1 up. Oh, a knock on there. Tanabe's bursting through. Can he get... No, he plays it to Aquino. Aquino shoots, and that was the wrong decision. Should have just kept going. Because the defensive performance has been pretty good since we conceded. You've got to admit, like, they haven't really had an opportunity since their goal, which was like the 47th minute. Ball's gone over the top, headed out by Kanbei. Come on. There we go. Koppatore ended up winning against Tokushima in the 94th minute, which means we sit top 3 points clear. So in the last game against Tokushima, all we have to do is draw. And if we draw, we finish top. So let's not waste any more time. Let's just get straight into that game and just pray that we win. So one thing I wanted to quickly just point you towards is the fact that there are rumours of a potential board takeover for this club. And normally I don't bother showing you this because who cares? They come up all the time, especially when you are in the lower leagues. But this guy actually came in about 2 months ago, and he's already looking at selling the club to another local businessman, which slightly worries me ahead of next season, but it might not happen. Who knows? Let's see what happens. So I hadn't even thought about the fact that there might be a game before our game, and that game has actually ended up confirming our promotion to the Nippon Soccer League, which is a bit anticlimactic, really. I wanted to sort of do it in-game. I thought they would be at the same time, but they weren't in the end. It would just be determining whether we finish first or second. But in that game, Japan ended up beating Kobatore in the 94th minute. They actually scored in the 90th minute to equalise. But that confirms it. We're going up. So you know what? I'm going to skip this next game. You don't need to see it, because we've already promoted. So let's just go straight to the final and see if we win that as well. Not only did this guy only take over 2 months ago, but he's now retiring. Also, we ended up winning the last game 2-1, and it says it's a trophy, so we're on the double. So we could end up finishing this episode with a triple. Let's get straight into it, shall we? So just some end-of-season awards that have come in before we get into that cup final. Cole Pearce ended up being the top assist maker in the league. 11 assists in 15 games is mad. We've also got Yuki in the top 3 with 8 assists as well. In terms of top scorer, Kawano, surprisingly, ended up being 3rd. We didn't actually get another top scorer in there, which is slightly disappointing, but I think there was a lot of variation throughout the season with who was actually up top, so there was no real consistency, but most of the goals were coming from elsewhere, so, you know, we still won the league, so I can't really complain. And this is the best 11 for the season. We've got Nishino, Osawa, Yuki, Pearce and Kawano in there, but weirdly, none of our centre-backs, and not our goalie, which is surprising, but they are on the bench. Tajima's on the bench, Nakagata's on the bench, and Posh are there. So they are there in a way, but just not in the first 11. This guy, man, is he's insane. Literally took over in September, and he's like, nah, I'm out. 4 months? Less than 4 months. 3 and a bit. Oh, he's probably going to get a massive payout, isn't he? But hopefully it means that we have somebody with a bit more money that comes in and invests in the club, because I'd really like to improve some of the facilities. Okay, so it's getting even more interesting now. A business tycoon is looking at the club, but it's looking to invest upwards of 275. I don't know what any of this means. We're under a transfer embargo. We'll just have to wait and see if they do take over. If it is a tycoon takeover, then this save could get really, really interesting. Okay, so we have a new guy in at the club now. It doesn't say much here about him, but let's have a look at the, what is it under? It's under something along here. Landmarks in it. Okay, let's go back. So he has finally taken over, whoever this guy is. I think it is just a consortium rather than a tycoon. So let's have a look at landmarks. Yeah, it's just a consortium, but it's still a lot more money than a local businessman would be able to have in the club. So we are a bit more secure than before. And maybe I'll try and get a few requests in and see if he accepts any of those. And here we are for the final game of this season, and it is the cup final in the Ishihara Cup against Aries Tokyo. This is our lineup for today. Because of whatever rules they have in this cup, we can play as many foreign players as we want. So we've got Jallo, Marcus and Posh and Pearce playing today. We've also got Nishino, Osawa, Kawasaki, Kawano, Yuki, Nakagato and Tajima. Probably our best 11, to be honest. On the bench, we've got a couple of other players that haven't been able to play. Wada's been suspended all season. I don't know what he did, but He hasn't played all season in the league, but has only managed to play in this cup. So hopefully that will be different next year and he'll be able to play some games in the league, because we'll have a lot more league games to play. We also have Cabralzinho, who can play out on the right-hand side, so he'll be our backup today. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. If you have enjoyed this episode so far, please leave a comment down below and let me know what you think we will do next season, how you think we'll get on in the league above. I think we can become an established team in the first season, finish about mid-table. Again, depends who we sign, who we sell, but let me know what you think down below. I have gone for a rather strong team today, because although we are playing a team in the league below us, I still don't want to rest on our morals. I think we can win this game, but I don't want a repeat of last year where we are all over the team and we don't take our chances. So I want us today to get a few goals, and if we don't, I'm going to be annoyed. Although they've got the first highlight, it's a free kick deflected wide for a corner. We've also got to bear in mind this team finished first in their league, so although it is a whole league below, they are still the best in that league. You know, we've got to respect them in a way, and I also don't like the fact that Jallo's got a card already. I'm going to have to tell him to ease off tackles now, which isn't great, especially this early in the game. We've got throw-in on the right-hand side. Kawano plays it in to Yucky. Kawano shoots, and the keeper saves, tips it around the post. So we've got a corner here. Can we take advantage of this? Gets it in to the front post, or into the middle, was headed away. Marcus with the volley, tipped around the post by the goalie. Tajima's going to take this corner again, but on the other side this time. Going deep to the back post. Marcus again, 2 shots. Who would have thought he would have had 2 shots already by this point of the game, or even any shots at all. We've got a free kick. Tajima to the back post. Keeper claims it very nicely. Kinjo. It's quite short goalie. It looks quite short anyway in the match engine. I am looking forward to see what they do with the match engine next year, you know, with the change of graphical system. Could look very good. Got an overlap here, Nishino's got it, but he's cut back and he's playing it back to Marcus. We're playing a very high line there, aren't we? Cut in to Jallo. Jallo to Tajima. Turns, shoots, and it's just wide of the post. I'm going to get them to work into the box and stop focusing down that left-hand side. I think we need to move the ball a bit quicker. We're a bit slow at the moment. And we're given another corner away here. Fabio Gomez is going to take this into the front post, headed away by Posh. Nakahara wins that though. Fabio Gomez back to Nakahara. Across to Endo K. And they're just going to pass it around. Back to Shimazaki. Yoshikawa. Endo again. Inao. Can we win it back and counter-attack? They've got it out on the left-hand side. Isayama crosses it high to the back post. Keeper saves. God. Great save by Kawasaki there, but we shouldn't really be allowing them to do that. Snuck in around the back very easily, and they've got a free kick off the crossbar. Christ, they're all over us at the moment. I have just noticed they are playing 3-4-2-1. They are quite defensive, but we're still getting corners. We just need to not concede. And off the crossbar. We need to stop conceding corners, I was going to say, but Nishino's lost the ball there. Just release it, man. Posh. Jallo. Sawa plays it over the top for Yucky. Yucky, get it across! Oh my god, how's that not gone in? I'm not really sure what happened there, but it was about 3 deflections and it somehow managed to hit our player and go wide, and the goalie knocked it out for a corner. Nakagato's in there to the back post. Marcus hits the side netting. Keeper kicks it long. Nakagato doesn't even bother trying to win that, which is incredibly frustrating. Tanaka. Nakahara. Osawa's got it here. Nope. They've now played it long again. Nishino. We're just going to have to keep winning those headers, I think. Kawano. Marcus. Release the ball. Pierce is on it now. Pierce is going to run with it. Can he find the right pass? He does to Kawano. Kawano plays it through for Yucky. Yucky's going to run it. Goal. Shoots. Bottom corner. That is a prime Yucky finish. Prime Yucky. You know what I mean. It's gross. It's into the bottom corner. That's 1-0 in the cup final. I don't think we really deserve this, to be honest. I don't think we've been particularly great. I'm going to knock it back from attacking to positive. If we can get another one before half-time, that would be great. Pierce has got the ball here. It's going to cut inside to Nakagato, who shoots and scores. That's onside. Cool. Fine. Like I said, if we just get a second one before half-time, that would be great. And we managed to sneak that one in. Nishino with a throw in there. Played into Nakagato, but their defender headed it away. And then Pierce got the ball. Looked inside to Nakagato, who was onside. This defender here was keeping him on, I think. And buried very nicely. Let's have a look at this offside here. Oh no, it was this guy here. Oh no, the guy at the back post. These lines aren't right at all. That was nowhere near. Halfway there, but the job isn't done. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. That's all we can do. We've got a corner here. Tajima plays it short to Asawa. Asawa to Tajima. Gets it in to the back post. Marcus wins the header. Free. He was offside. Okay, fine. He was about to boot it into an open net as well, but he was offside there, which is a shame. We will consider making some substitutions after this free kick. Maybe a little bit later, actually. I'll give it till like 65-ish, as we are 2-0 up. I don't think we need to rush to make any substitutions. What we need to do is stop conceding corners, however, because we're going to get them back into the game if we concede like that. Kensuke Endo, with his first goal of the season, of course, headers it in from the corner. This was far too easy. Who's marking him there? Who's that? Kawano. Okay, well, now I'm going to worry. Asawa throws it to nobody. What a waste. Nakahara clears it long, only as far as Asawa, who plays it into Kawano. Jallo, Pierce, ball over the top for Asawa. Lovely that. Square across. Oh, blocked. Blocked on the line. XG's jumped up there. Okay, I'm going to have to consider taking Jallo off, I think, because I don't want him to get sent off. Also, Nishino's struggling. We've got a free kick here, though. Tajima. If he can score here, that'd be great. Oh, my God. Off the... Oh. That was off both posts. And then Posh with the open net. Well, he's not a striker, so, you know, what did I expect? Wada is on the ball here. Doesn't know where to go with it. Gets it across to Marcus. Asks for the ball. Oh, the referee came sprinting out there. The ball's played down the line. Marcus should get this. Yeah, he does. Played into Posh. Over to Wada. Kawano. Pierce. Pierce can't find the pass. He does eventually. And Yucky's cut inside. Love. Oh my God. He was offside and that was a terrible finish. Oh God, it's just going to stress me out until the final whistle blows, I think. Fabio Gomez gets a lovely ball through there for Shimazaki. He's going to run with it and... Disgrace. Absolute disgrace. 88th minute, we've got the ball out on the left-hand side. Wada's got the ball now. Played into Fukushima. Ball through for Cabralzinho. Can he bury it? He does. That's 3-1. Was he onside? Was he onside? Please be onside. Yes, he was. That's it. That should be it now. It's just come on for Yucky as well. Wada had the ball here. Played into Fukushima, who saw the pass. Cabralzinho buried. Bottom left corner. Well, keeper's right. Al left. You know what I mean. They've got another corner. Good God. Giving a lot of corners away. Oh, side netting. Giving a lot of corners today, I think. Yeah, 9 corners they've had. Although we are the better team, I think we've given them a bit too much leeway. This should be the final highlight of the game before we lift the trophy and get the treble. And they're going to try and burst through on goal, but we've got numbers back and that will be it, surely. That's it. There we go. Champione. That's not me. Oh, I'm at the back here. There we go. Well, I didn't think we'd end up finishing this season as treble winners, but here we are. We are the Japanese Man City. Japanese lower league Man City. There we go. Raising the trophy. Oh, it's a nice trophy, that. I'll tell you that. Can't believe it. Look at this awful confetti that's falling from nowhere. Where's the roly-poly guy? It'll be this one here, I think. Here he is. Whee! There he goes. And we've got loads of fans in today. It's a lot more than we had for for even the league final day. We've managed to win the trophy and get a decent turnout. So there we have it for today's episode. We are treble winners. We won the Kanto Soccer League, the Ishihara Cup, and the Nippon National Regional League. Next year we'll be playing in the Nippon League. Very good way to end today's episode, so thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. If you haven't caught up on any of the other ones, follow the link down below to the playlist. And I'll see you again soon.